Hey guys, it's Courtney. I know I haven't done a video in a while. I apologize. It has been a long week, y'all. So I am today going to set up my transaction log and my check-in, and then I'll go ahead and do a 2-week check-in for y'all too. So last month I had a setup where I had a sinking fund page and a transaction log page. I think I'm going to do 2 transaction log pages this month, just because I don't think 1 page is enough for a transaction log, and I'm not really using that sinking funds at the moment, so that's what we're gonna do. And y'all, look, I applied this vinyl decal and it's so pretty. Anyway, I'm just going to go right in. So that was my budget I did last week for you guys, and I'm just gonna go in and place these stickers for the transaction log. I'm not gonna put that totals down until the 2nd page, since we're doing 2-page worth of transaction logs. So I'm just gonna throw these down quick for you. And again, I've got 2 of these, so we're going to be continuing on the next page for the next week, because I'm really afraid I'm not going to have enough room if I just leave it for 1 page. And I have not been good, obviously, as you can tell. So I haven't been writing this stuff down as it happens, so I just looked at my bank statement. So I might be missing some stuff as far as my spending goes, but I think I did grabbed everything that I could see on my bank statement, at least. So this will be at least a close guesstimate, and I will try to do my best in the future to do it as I go. I have a order coming in today from Erin Condren, so I got the folio. I'm super excited about it. I'm going to be using that, taking it with me everywhere, and hopefully stopping what I'm doing and actually writing down my expenses and stuff so that I can come back here and do these and do a better job for you and me and for me, so that I can actually keep track of myself. So that's the plan, and I will be doing a haul later for that, and then a setup video, which I'm super excited about. Dang it. Well, y'all, I done let the sticker stick on itself, and that's probably not gonna go away. Maybe. Okay. So there's those 2 all set up. And again, I didn't put the totals until the 2nd page because this isn't going to be all of it. And then I'm just going to go ahead and set up my check-in page. And I will draw lines off camera for you guys, so y'all don't have to watch that. So I think the last time I did this check-in, I only gave 4 lines, I think, and it wasn't enough. So I think I'm going to do 5 this time. Let me see. Let me just look to be sure, because I don't want it to be too much either. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. So this time I'm going to try 5 lines so that I don't have this big gape here. And you see, I didn't do it last month. So I'm trying to be better this month, guys. Y'all need to hold me accountable. Help me. So I'm just going to put these down real quick. And then again, like I said, I will draw lines off camera, and then I will do the check-in with you, so you know how I've done. So I know how I've done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Watch 5 be too much. Like, it's somewhere in between 4 and 5, and then it's going to really bug me, y'all. Because I'm way too OCD. I need to not be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I only track 3 things, because again, I'm just tracking like my cash spending, which isn't even cash spending. It's just my spending on the debit card, because I can't keep up with my husband. It doesn't matter how many times I ask him, he won't give me any information as far as like receipts or anything, because he just doesn't find the need. So I'm just tracking myself. There, that looks better, I think. Spaced out better, at least. And I might go ahead and add an extra category than what I normally do, but I usually don't have too many. I usually just separate my money, and I don't even really separate it. It's just there. I give myself an allowance for 2 weeks, and that's what I've got to use. But when I'm coming up with that allowance, I took into consideration gas, like personal money, and then food, and that's it. So that's what I'll be tracking here. I'm going to go ahead and draw lines off camera, and then I'll be back. So, okay guys, so I'm back. I've got my lines drawn, and I'm just going to go through and fill out my log real quick. And again, I'm doing this for 2 weeks. I budget myself 2 weeks, but I have it all separated for a week for you, but I'm just late, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and write down everything I have spent. I've got a section for category and then a section for description. I'm probably not really going to use this description too much because all that I'm worried about is what category I'm spending it in. So, on the first, I have 2 transactions, which were both pretty much food. This was really a Coke, but, oh, sorry. Then we go on to the third, which again was food. And really, this is just like my lunches whenever I'm out at work and stuff, because when I'm home, I don't spend on food because I've got food at home. So my allowance is not nearly as much as my husband. My husband goes out a lot more than I do, so he gets more. Food, $4.12 food, and I'm actually pretty lucky because my cafeteria food at work is not terribly expensive, so that's cool. $4.12 food. You see a pattern here. I mostly spend on food. I think my husband too. I think that's where most of our money goes, is just eating out whenever we're not home. And then $2.7, $4.61 on food, and I didn't even spend on gas that week, it doesn't look like, but I did within the next week twice. So I think that might make me go over budget technically, but not really because I have from the previous week. So I'm just putting a line there to denote that this is the first week, and then I'm going to go ahead and write down second week stuff. So again, my list is mostly food. Here's my gas, finally. Oh, that's not 17. That's the 11th. $4.88 on food. And I spent that again the next day. And this day I was actually out, so this wasn't my work food, this was all fast food stuff, so I ate even more that day. And then I had a trip to Hobby Lobby. And see, this might be where I would use the description and put Hobby Lobby and give myself an idea of what I spent personally on. But we already knew. And then I went to Walmart and got some stuff too, which again would fall under personal and Walmart. And then I had to get gas again, and that was $23.58. Okay, so now that I've gotten all this written down, I will go through and put it in my check-in. So I'm gonna go through with my first week. I'm gonna go ahead and write my categories down first. So I've got a category for food, gas, and personal. Okay, and I pretty much give myself, I think, $150 for 2 weeks. So $75 every week. We'll see if that's enough, if I need to accommodate that anymore. So I'm just gonna go through, and where I've marked food everywhere, I will calculate all of that up. This 160, 412, 40, 461. So that week, that's all I did was spend on food. So that was $32.30 in food. And I give myself $20 for food, but I've really got $75 for the whole week. And I didn't spend in any of these other categories. So I guess technically that makes me negative $12 that week on food, but I still had money, so it was fine. But I'll go ahead and write it that way. Then the next week, I actually spent in every category. So again, I'm just gonna go through and add up all the food first. 488 plus 488, 402, 568, and that is it there. So that was $24.22. And I've been giving myself $20 for food. Apparently I need to give myself more, y'all. So that made me negative $4.22. But again, I had like the leftover money, so it's fine. See, because technically I had, I'm gonna write over here, $75 to spend that week. So within that budget, I had, whoops, really just had $42.70 left over, but if I'm splitting it up, I didn't do so good, and I need to give myself more for food, looks like. And then gas, I know I'm gonna overspend because I got gas twice this week and none that week. So, let's see. Gas was 20 plus 23.58, which was 43.58. And I've been giving myself 30 for gas because it doesn't, I mean, as you can see, I fill up for less than $30. So I thought 30 would be enough. So here that made me negative 358. And then personal, I spent $18.85 plus $7.37, which was $26.22. And I marked that I give myself $25 for personal, so that only makes me $1 negative. You see how I don't actually separate, I just give myself the money. So, let's see, I had this much remaining, so that'd be $42.70 plus the $75 for that week, which was really $117.7 that I had for this week to spend. So even though these categories are negative, I didn't actually end up going negative. So let's see, 24.22 plus 43.58 plus 26.22. That was $94 this week that I spent out of this budget. So I'd say remaining from that budget is $23.68. So even though I went negative in my specific categories, so I might just need to divvy up the money differently. Give myself some more money for food rather than gas or personal, because I don't spend that much there. But I didn't actually go negative in the actual money I gave myself for the 2 weeks. So it looks bad, but it's not so bad. So that is my check-in for the week. Sorry it took so long to get some videos up, but I will have more for you soon. Like I said, I will have the haul with the folio, the on-the-go folio, and then I will do another video where I am setting it up. So super excited about those. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.